All right. So continuing where we left off with, just learning more about Hallie, we're gonna react to the GOAT. The second GOAT versus Jordan. It got multiple GOATs. There's Jordan, there's LeBron, there's Kareem, multiple GOATs. So when I say GOAT, just know it has multiple GOATs, right? The number one GOAT in my opinion is Michael Jordan. Okay? Listen, argue with your own dick in the comments. I'm not gonna be arguing with you niggas in the comments. You can't change my mind. I'm gonna do a tier list on this for the GOATs. Blah 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 blah. Alright, come on, man. But what we're gonna do in our series of getting back into the NBA, right, is we're gonna react to LeBron James saying what he thinks on Tyrese Haliburton's game. Why LeBron James loves, with a capital love, Tyrese Haliburton's game. Okay, let's go.
A good chunk of the summer with him at the Olympics. He didn't play much, but I'm sure he soaked up a lot of incredible insight. Like, what was your takeaways from the time you spent with him this summer?
Just a great person, man. Great kid. I mean, didn't matter if he was playing or if he got the opportunity. He was the same guy every single day, and you could see that his mainframe was soaking in all the knowledge and the details, being around all of us, and he was just super appreciative every single day. Never changed his mood. When we had practices, we were doing 5-on-5, and maybe, it was a practice where some of the older guys didn't go that day. Yeah. He was ready to go. If it was a moment in the game where he was called, he was ready to go. But just a great kid, like every single day, was the same person, joking, laughing, high-spirited, someone that you look at what's going on with the Pacers throughout the regular season, and now throughout the postseason, you get it. You get why they are the team they are. And it starts with the head of the snake. We know that. And that's what Hallie, I mean, you can gravitate and bring energy and love and would run through a wall for certain guys. And he's a guy that you would do that for because of how he plays the game, I've seen, a couple guys was like, they're going into a hostile environment, you shouldn't have a smile on his face. I'm like, this is who he is. Like, why are we always trying to change people because this is what you...
Facts, man. Like I said, man, it's the same thing with myself. You can't box them in. Stop trying to box special people in, nigga. If I want to walk into the ops hood with a smile on my face, it's because I'm happy to be there, nigga. It's because I'm happy to be there. You can't take that. I want them to see my smile. I want them to see me happy, nigga. What?
You say, the narrative, or this guy should look like this, or this guy should, like, everyone's preparation is different. Everybody is different, but Hallie is one of them ones, and, the success is not happening just because it just came out the blue. It's happening because of Hallie and that team. They're built perfectly for that group.
Right. Yeah, they've built an incredible identity. But it's interesting to hear you say, like, how kind of like upbeat he is, how positive he is, right? Like, that is infectious, as you know. Like, coming in every day, we play in the league. They're probably on game almost 100 right now, right? Including the preseason. So, like, that infectious kind of positivity coming from your leader, the head of the snake, like that results in more possession, better possessions, wins, losses, good practice days instead of bad. Now, not everyone's the same. So, but for that team, an upbeat, up-tempo team, a team that doesn't necessarily have that, hey, we're going to this guy, we're going to create ISOs, we're going to spread the floor. He's the head of the snake, clearly, but that upbeat, positive attitude. The other thing that goes with it for me that's, I think, cool and fascinating about his personality is, like, not afraid to talk that shit.
Yeah. That's what I like about Tyrese, man. That's what I like about Tyrese. I said this in the other video, man. Niggas that are not scared to talk that shit even when the game's going. Now, LeBron, I don't think LeBron was a crazy shit talker. Like, probably towards the end of his game, he started talking a little bit of shit, but it's like, LeBron, I don't need to talk shit. You know who I am. You know who I am, right? I'm LeBron James. You know who I am. So he doesn't really need to talk shit. But Go talk some shit, man. You see, even in the 2010s, these niggas was really talking shit like that. Curry wasn't talking shit. KD wasn't really talking shit. Like these niggas was more like silencers. Like they'll silence you with their game that talk shit. But Kobe was a shit talker. Yo, Kobe taught that shit. MJ, don't start barking with MJ, man. Don't start barking with MJ, man. Come on.
He has the confidence, you know, for a guy, especially a guy that's not a physical player. Right. You know, he has that confidence to like throw this out there, like, you know, like talk. And so I wonder if that's infectious for his team too. Did you notice that in the summer too? Is his love for just talking?
Absolutely. Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Like we would play a free throw game after every practice. You know, it'd be me, him, Ant, another talker, you know, and AD, you know, and we would just like, you know, try to talk shit to one another, try to get somebody off their line. You know, we would play the free throw swish game. If you swish, you get a minus, you know, if you just make it, okay, you stay, you get one. So we trying to, you know, well, I'm sorry, if you swish, you get 2 points. If you make it, you just get 1 point. If you miss, then you get a minus, you know, and we would go to a certain number. Sometimes we would go to 7, sometimes we go to 11. And we were always just messing with each other, like, and, you know, and we just be talking shit throughout the whole free throw game. So, you know, Hallie was a part of that group.
That's great. Well, switching to his play, you know, like, I think sometimes, like, it's interesting to kind of categorize him. Is he a superstar? Is he a star? Like, what is he? But, like, right now he is playing elite basketball. And what are the components of that? Like, for me, he's an initiator for his team. Like he can ISO. We've seen him ISO. We've seen him make big plays. He's extremely clutch. But what I love about his game is that he doesn't, and the Pacers have done a great job with their identity. They don't just try to get the matchup and go one-on-one. Right. Like there's much more to it than that. Like one, I love that he throws the ball ahead. A little bit of a lost art in our game, like throwing it ahead. You know, to explain it to the fans, like anytime you throw it ahead in the NBA, you know, NBA players, time, right? You know, some are better than others in isolation, but what most NBA players can do is attack at closeout. So if you think about throwing the ball ahead, you've got 1 or 2 guys going 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 in an entire half court. You know, that creates high yield opportunities. So his willingness and their penchant for throwing it ahead, first of all, I think is important. Do you see that when he plays, right, his willingness is
a lot of kids don't even know this is a real deal killer. Like, he may look like a nice guy. Steve Nash may look like a nice guy. But the Steve Nash I know of, man, he'll give you that work. He'll give you that work with a bloody nose. He'll take an elbow to the nose. He'll eat that and say, yo, I bet it's leg. Let's go.
Need to be able to throw ahead.
Absolutely. And like you just said, like, you got to understand, like, in the postseason, guys are picking up in the backcourt, 94 feet. You know, a guy like Hallie, they try to wear him down. You know, guys like Ant, they try to wear you down. Guys like Shea, they try to pick you up full court. So what was great about what Hallie does, so if the New York Knicks have scored or whatever the case may be, say Karl Anthony Towns scores, you know, on Miles Turner gets it out right away and they're picking up. Just to kick ahead into the front court, now it's so much space because you're going to have 4 guys in the backcourt. You're going to have Karl Anthony Towns, Miles Turner, or Pascal, and then you're going to have someone picking up Hallie in the backcourt. So when he throws it ahead to Nembhard, to Naismith, to Obi Toppin, to those guys, they have so much room to either see if they got an early fast. It's a fast break point. That is a fast break. That's a fast break point. If they have an early attack, they can go at it right now because there's literally only 6 guys in the front court right now. It's hard to score in a half court in the postseason. You get the grab more. You get the
It's the small things like that. That's how you can tell someone sits down and they study game. They sit down and they study the other team. That's that freak mentality of I'm sitting down, I'm studying you niggas. I'm studying you niggas' moves. I know what you niggas like to do. I know what's your go-to. I know what I know what's your favorite move. I know where you feel the most comfortable at. And we're gonna make you very uncomfortable this season. I'm gonna make my niggas get even more comfortable while you feel more uncomfortable. We're not playing fair. No.
Hold. You know, things of that nature.
No.
So
you think I get 200 mil to play fair? No.
His kick aheads is giving them the advantage, and we've seen it. time after time after time in this series, when the Knicks have scored, Jalen Brunson gets into the lane, shoots his patent fadeaway. Karl Anthony Towns gets into the lane and able to make a layup, or whatever the case may be. They're getting that ball out so fast that the Knicks have no chance of even setting their defense. And you see Pascal laying the ball up on the other end, 20 seconds on the shot clock, just like that, or getting fouled. So, that ability, and that's infectious. That's infectious basketball. When your star player is willing to give the ball up and get it out of his hands and trust you to make a play, that everyone wants to play like that. Guys want to play for that player. And then, you know what? If we don't have anything, bring it back out, and now here comes the ghost screens. They pitch it to Hallie. Okay, touch screen.
Ghost screen. A deceptive offensive maneuver where a player fakes setting a screen. I'm going to let y'all read along with me. You know what I mean? Fake setting a screen, then sprints away into open space instead of making contact with the defender. I like the name of that shit. Ghost screen.
Flare out, slip out. Now Hallie's getting downhill. The ball gets to spraying, and here comes you get into the blender. And once the blenders start, now you have guys, like you said, most NBA guys play against the closeout. We don't have a lot of ISO guys that can get you a bucket and one-on-one, nor do we want certain guys playing one-on-one basketball. But we all know that when guys can get into a closeout game, that can make the team that much better. And that's what Indiana is doing right now.
That's a great breakdown. Man. Shout out to Braun, man. Shout out to Braun. Braun breaks down the game so good. I could listen to this nigga talk ball all day. Oh, man, it's a shame that Kobe passed away because imagine Kobe and Braun just sitting there talking hoops for 3 hours, bro. Oh, man. R.I.P. Kobe, man. Shout out to Braun.